Hi guys, my name is Jensen and welcome back to our channel here in Constant Co. We get frequent questions such as what can we do during our injury? And one of the most common injuries that we get here in Constant are back pains. I have back pains. And then the next thing they will ask me is, should I do deadlifts or should I do back exercises to strengthen my lower back? It's a yes and no. So again, it depends on context, depends on situation. But for most people, we will need to see situation first. Assuming right now you're in a position whereby your back is okay, there's no pain, then we have to progress the body towards performing an exercise that will help improve the lower back. And one of my go-to exercises to improve or to help with lower back strengthening, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the whole posterior chain is called the deadlift. Okay? And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what's good, what's not so good, and what you need to understand about deadlifts and whether or not this exercise is for you or not for you. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you what's next. 3. Now this is a deadlift. You should not be doing deadlifts if you have not learned the basics right. And I'm going to show you today what you can do to start off before you go to the deadlift. I'm going to start going to the wall, and these tools will be trying to use a wall and a whole PVC pipe. So what you're going to do is, there's a difference between the deadlift and the squat. So the squat is where you go down, the knees will be parallel to your hips. And if you do a deadlift, it is a hinge motion. So think about bending your knees a little bit and then pushing your hips back. So most people, they may not get that hinge position, and you need to get the hinge position right to maximize the benefit of deadlift and making sure that you are engaging the posterior chain. Alright? So what you're going to do is you're going to use the wall as a form of external cue to show you that you're doing the right movement. Toes pointing forward. So you want to grip the ground with your toes, knee bend, push your butt back until you feel the wall. So now if you feel a deep stretch in your hamstring, that's correct. But if you can't feel it, or if your hips or your butt is not touching the wall, you're a bit too far. So you take half a step back, same motion, toes gripping the ground very hard, knee bend, push your hips back, keep your back straight, and you feel your hamstrings. So now this is first exercise. Second one, doing a deadlift, you need to make sure that your core and your torso is also straight, it's aligned. So you use this PVC pipe to help do so. So what you're going to do is, same thing, in this position here. Make sure you have 3 points of contact, your neck, your head, and your hips. Okay? So you play like this, same position, 1, 2, 3, back up, 1, 2, 3, back up. Keeping your toes pointing forward, keeping the 3 points of contact, your lower back, mid back, and your neck. Alright? This is how you can use PVC pipe and the wall to help you to master the basics of hip hinge before you go to the deadlift. So now next, before you go to the bar, I would always like to use 3 weights. So of course first you have the wall, you have the PVC pipe. Now you're going to go towards a dumbbell. This is the big dumbbell, this is a smaller one. So what you want to do, same position like this. Think about hip hinging, knee bend, pushing my hips back, and touching the dumbbell. Coming up, squeezing your hips forward. Same thing, coming down, touching, squeezing my hips forward. Knee bend, push your butt back, touch, out. Now that you have mastered this, you feel a lot towards your hamstring. Now you can try and lift the weight. Same position here when you do this. Back straight, chest up, toes forward, squeezing my hips. Go down slowly. So when you're learning a new movement, think about doing things slow. Don't rush it. Avoid doing things very fast. Do it slow. Okay? So once you've done this, you're going to make it harder. So instead of it becoming like this, position of weight, I want to then shape it like this. Alright? Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting it right below the knees, coming up. Exhale, squeezing your hips. Right below your knees, toes forward, squeeze your hips. Okay? So, this is the basic of a hip hinge movement. a dumbbell deadlift before going to a barbell deadlift. Okay, see you guys and stay tuned, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.